Hey there, restaurant leaders. So we have all had those unexpected moments when we are thrown a curveball with an uncomfortable or a sensitive situation. So slurred speech, glassy eyes, maybe even the smell of alcohol. As restaurant leaders, these are the uncomfortable and critical moments that test our leadership. It can definitely be tricky when you suspect there is an employee that may be under the influence of drugs or alcohol while working in your restaurant. No legal advice here today, but I am going to share just a few tips for restaurant managers and for operators who really do care about safety, accountability, and your culture. First things first, don't panic and don't assume. Just because someone is acting a little off doesn't automatically mean they're intoxicated. It could be exhaustion, could be medication, it could be something personal going on. So pause and observe. Is their behavior truly unsafe? Are there visible signs, slurred speech, glassy eyes, unsteady movement, or a strong smell of alcohol? Your job is to stay objective. Take note of what you see, not what you assume. If you do believe there is a safety risk either to your employees, your team, or your customers, you need to act fast. Calmly pull the employee aside into a private area away from the action. Don't call them out in front of coworkers or in front of the customers. Safety comes first, no exceptions. If you feel they're impaired, they should not be working. You don't need to make it a disciplinary moment right then either. Just remove them from the floor. That is your top priority. Before I go further with more tips, if you don't have a drug and alcohol policy in place for your team or your managers just don't feel confident handling situations like this, Restaurant HR Group or Restaurant HR and Leadership Academy can absolutely help. This is what we do. We help create policies and processes. We help have tough conversations. We have created tons of real-world leadership training, and we've got a whole bunch of new stuff coming up. So we've got you covered. Definitely check us out. After you've addressed the immediate situation, take a minute to document what's happened. Stick with the facts. Don't write stuff like, I think she was drunk. Instead, say something like, the employee smelled strongly of alcohol, was slurring words, and stumbled into a prep table, things like that. The documentation protects everyone. It protects you, your team, and the employee. And it's not about punishment. It's about clarity, consistency, and having a clear record if things come up later. Now, what happens next? Depending on your company policies, it may lead to a formal write-up, suspension, or even a required drug test. But more importantly, this is a great time to lead with empathy. Sit down with the employee privately, ask if everything is okay, be direct, but be kind. There were some behaviors that were raised that are concerning. We are here to talk about what's going on. You might uncover something deeper: stress, addiction, mental health, or personal struggles. And if the employee does admit that they were intoxicated or they were under the influence of drugs or alcohol, stay calm, don't lecture, and let them know that while you appreciate them being honest, being under the influence at work is a serious safety concern and it violates your company policy. Then pause, let them process, let them speak, and document the conversation. You don't need to make every decision on the spot. And truthfully, no two situations are ever exactly the same. So take time to step back, review the facts, connect with your HR support like us, and determine the next steps that align with your company's values, with your policies, and with your culture. Here's the truth. Restaurant teams, they usually care a lot about each other, and that's a great thing. And when someone is struggling, it can ripple through your whole team. As leaders, it's not just about keeping people in line. It's about building a culture where people feel safe, where they feel supported, and they are held accountable. So stay calm, protect your team, document everything, and lead with heart. That is how you handle the hard stuff like a true restaurant leader. Here at Restaurant HR Group, we partner with you to help create systems, training, and support that fit your unique operation. So whether you need ongoing guidance or you need help with something in the moment, we can definitely help. Visit restauranthrgroup.com to learn more about us.